The trade tensions between China and the Western world are growing right now. China controls most of the world's battery material production, but we have companies in the Western world, for example in Canada, that are trying to change that. And one of them is Nouveau Monde Graphite. Nouveau Monde is building a full supply chain in Quebec in Canada. And today with me is Mark Jasmine. He is part of the management of the company, and we'll talk about the projects, the very good partnerships that the company has already, and the next steps for 2025. Mark, first of all, thank you very much for your time. It's great having you and introducing your company here to our audience.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Shane.
So let's begin a little bit maybe with the bigger picture, right? Because battery metals are obviously in a high demand. The whole world is switching to e-vehicles, to energy storage, and many countries, on the other hand, want to become independent from China. We've just seen with the trade tensions that China has stopped or is going to stop the rare earth supply for the Western world. So also with the graphite, there is a big question mark. Can you give us a little bit of an idea about the graphite market in general? Is it China who's controlling the market? Are we even able to be independent? And how necessary for the world are projects like yours?
I'll start by saying that the overall market at the mining level is about 1.65 million tons per year, of which about 3/4 are controlled by China at the mine level. Where it becomes more challenging is that on the transformation side for uncoated spheronized graphite for anode material, China controls nearly 95% of the market. It is one of the most controlled critical minerals worldwide, and there is an extremely strong will both in Europe and in North America to onshore and to reduce the dependency on China for these critical minerals, which can be used in EVs, as you've mentioned, also in energy storage solutions, but definitely are critical from a national security perspective or are perceived to be so. And there is a very strong will by governments everywhere in Europe and North America to create a supply chain that is local, carbon neutral, and that is able to cater to customers locally, both in Europe and in North America. One of the points as well is that in the US, there are absolutely no mines today producing graphite. Having a permit can take up to 10 years. So what we have is a project in Quebec, which is fully permitted with all key permits and authorizations in place, concrete ready, and with offtakes signed with both General Motors and Panasonic. And we're aiming for a final investment decision later this year on the heels of a feasibility study updated from 2022, which was published actually last week and showing very strong financials supporting the project and project financing.
Excellent. That sounds very good. And I think it's also pretty important to outline your very good strategic partners, right? General Motors and Panasonic, as you just have mentioned. Before we dive in a little bit more into your projects and the economics and what makes it so special, let's talk a little bit about the corporate strategy going forward, because I think that's very important and also exciting. You're not just a miner. You don't just want to build a graphite mine and to sell the graphite into the market. You basically want to do everything in-house, meaning from the mining of the graphite to the battery product materials in the end, if you like. So give us a little bit of a rundown. How does it work? What do you have included in your supply chain, and what is the benefit comparing you to maybe other investment opportunities when it comes to a graphite mining company?
The true value of a graphite mine is actually what you're able to do from a vertical integration standpoint. So at the end of the day, graphite is a commodity, but if you're able to transform it into a value-added product, which is customized for every customer, so it is not a commodity, but a very high value-added product for each and every one of our customers, then you have a true business model. So our model is to have a full vertical from mine to anode material in North America, providing carbon neutral material with much lower logistical costs and challenges than to source the material from China directly. So our vision has been from the start to be fully integrated. That's where the true upside of the company relies. Also, obviously, perhaps more risk, but we will be the first ones to be fully integrated in North America from mine to anode material. Others are trying to do so, but sometimes the mine may be located in Africa or may be located in Brazil, another area of the world. So we're aiming to be the first ones to do so entirely in North America for the North American market. And strategically, what we've done differently as well, we've invested since 2018 about 150 million Canadian dollars into demonstration plants, basically to show our customers some samples of products that we built on commercial scale equipment to be able to qualify these samples, starting with smaller samples, but slowly going to larger and larger samples. So basically, without demonstration plants, it would have been impossible to sign offtake agreements. But today we have these offtake agreements. They are the foundation for project financing, which we've been working on for 3 years, underpinned by strong offtakes. And this is very different in our approach that we've built demonstration plants and took the longer route than others, and were able to secure good offtakes and good customers and strategic investors on our way and hopefully on our path to success.
Very good. Now, that's a very interesting business model. And I think the name of the company is Nouveau Monde, which means in English, New World, or in my language, German, Neue Welt, which basically is not just related to the graphite that you need to create this new world, but also when it comes to investing in mining stocks, right? Because most of the time, investors are looking for a mine. They have to look at the economics. They have to rely on the management to get everything done. But in your case, it's totally different, as you already have the offsite agreements. You have them with very, very good strategic partners. They want you to go into production. They want you to make money because they are also relying on your material. And you basically have a way better business model, which can be a huge upside potential also for the future. But for right now, we're talking about, let's say, final investment decision stage for the mining project itself. Give us a little bit of a rundown of the projects. Let's talk about the economics, what makes it so special, and also a little bit of the scale. Are we talking about a really billion-dollar potential here, or is it all small scale? Give us a little bit of a rundown, please, Mark.
So we came out with an updated feasibility last week, with a IRR on the project, non-levered, so on capital of 17.5%. This was an update to a feasibility study that we had done in 2022. The net present value of the project is still above $1 billion US. Total investment or capital required will be about $1.3 billion US. We have a market cap of, let's say, $225 million US today, 12.5 million US funded debt, and a cash position of about 75 million US. So you can calculate a enterprise value, and the run rate EBITDA of the project will be about, on a trend basis, once we're fully operational, about 318 million US dollars per year. So the numbers are supportive of a final investment decision. Obviously, we need to finance and make sure we're able to align the capital. And we think we have an excellent shareholder profile with many strategics involved that will help us accomplish this goal. Timing-wise, which I think was one of your earlier questions, it should take about 3 to 6 months for all the credit committees to get together and make a decision on the project, which would bring us in the second half of this year. And afterwards, our project will take approximately 36 months, or within 3 years, we should be fully operational, meaning by 2028, in line with our customers' needs.
Very good. Mark, that's very good. Thank you for the overview. And Mark, you're also going to join us in Stuttgart for the Invest Show, which is Germany's largest investor conference, or fair, I should say, in Germany. And you're with us at the booth. And we have many people stopping by, and obviously they want to know your USPs, right? So let's say I'm an investor stopping by at our booth, talking to you. What would be your 3 main reasons to invest into the company right now, and what would you say are your, let's say, unique selling points? So give us a little bit of a short company pitch here that you would give to a new investor.
I usually use one sentence, and when we say vertically integrated model from mine to transformation for carbon neutral material made in North America. And I should say that the current unfortunate political trade war and everything makes us shine as a very valuable alternative to what's basically being produced today in China, with nearly 100% of the spherical graphite uncoated coming from that country. So our value proposition to be able to serve our customers from Quebec, which is a very friendly jurisdiction with also very low cost hydroelectricity at about 4 cents US per kilowatt hour, makes us very competitive on the OPEX. And our customers see us as definitely the plan they want to push forward to diversify the supply chain from China. So to answer your question, one-liner, vertically integrated, carbon neutral in North America for North American customers, also with a growth profile, but I'll keep a little bit of firepower for Stuttgart.
That sounds very good. Mark, thank you very much for introducing the company here. And obviously, people are invited to talk to you in Stuttgart. And if people want to have more details, we will have everything you need linked below in the video description so people can do due diligence. Mark, thank you very much for your time, and I'm looking forward to having you here with us.
Ja, vielleicht gern kann ich ja in Deutsch sagen, ich möchte zur Stuttgarter Investment Conference kommen, weil ich glaube, dass Nouveau Monde den deutschen Anlegern eine große und unbekannte Geschichte zu erzählen hat. Wenn ich nur einen Satz verwenden sollte, würde ich sagen, dass Nouveau Monde Graphite mit seinem vertikal integrierten Modell von der Mine bis zur Verarbeitung in einer einzigartigen Position ist, um nordamerikanische Kunden wie General Motors und Panasonic Energy mit qualitativ hochwertigen Anodenmaterial zu versorgen. Was der Grund dafür ist, dass sie mit uns langfristige Abnahmevereinbarungen unterzeichnet und in sein Unternehmen investiert haben. Schließlich glaube ich auch, die europäischen und insbesondere die deutschen Investoren unser einzigartiges ESG-Profil und unseren Blick auf die Entwicklung verantwortungsvoller Bergbaupraktiken zu schätzen wissen werden. Als Franco-Kanadier, der Deutsch als dritte Sprache lernt, ich freue mich auch besonders auf die Gelegenheit, diese großartige Sprache bei der Präsentation vor einem großen Publikum in Stuttgart anzuwenden. Vielen Dank und auf Wiedersehen in Stuttgart.
Marc, vielen lieben Dank für deine Zusammenfassung auch auf Deutsch. Ich wollte es gerade noch erwähnen, das macht es ja auch so besonders, dass du aus Nordamerika zu uns fliegst. Du bist im Herzen der Mining-Industrie, du kennst dich perfekt aus mit Graphit, du weißt, was Nouveau Monde so besonders macht und zudem kannst du all das noch auf Deutsch erklären. Das macht es natürlich auch einzigartig und wir freuen uns wirklich sehr, dass du bei uns bist, nicht nur um uns etwas über die Firma zu erzählen, sondern auch generell dein extremes Graphitwissen hier in Deutschland weiterzugeben. Das freut uns sehr und ja, am 9. und 10. Mai geht's los. Die Leute können dich treffen. Vielen Dank und wir freuen uns, wenn du bei uns bist.
Ja, bis dann. Dankeschön, Jan. Tschüss.